I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid.
Welcome to our On the Road to Salesforce Success series, and I'm delighted to be sitting here with Xavery Lisinski.
I'm actually very, very young. I'm probably the youngest employee at Elements because I was born on the 29th of February. So I have a birthday every 4 years, and I'm 8.
You're deep in the bowels of working on our product, generative AI, working with that. Where do you think we are on the, obviously there's hype, but at the other end there's people talking about AI being a game changer. Where are we in that journey at the moment?
Whilst there's so many people who have accounts on ChatGPT, number of people who actually use it regularly or even daily is actually very, very small. From the technology perspective, we're still figuring stuff out. I've only seen a couple of applications and tools which I think might have created a complete AI business solution, and it's usually for very narrow, very specific use cases. I think we're still some time away from seeing companies and businesses adopt AI very broadly.
The place where we are probably best known and arguably most capable on the planet is around the ability to get insights about metadata out. And I know that that's dependent on the future of the models. We're getting more and more data about the metadata, more information about the metadata. How do you see that progressing over the coming year plus?
I'm a strong believer that all of these AI capabilities can be leveraged and for analytics as well. The starting point cannot be with leaving it to the user to prompt it. So it has to be potentially just like with story generation, everything else, we have pre-built all the prompts behind the screen. We have tuned exactly how it should look at the data. We give you pre-canned, pre-prepared list of top end questions, and then I think it can work brilliantly. And that you still can leave for some power users the ability to ask their own questions and analyze it. But again, I think that's a small percentage of the user base.
And I think people will relate to that, and they're already getting value out of it in what we do within Elements. And it's the same around, some of the capabilities in Salesforce as well. Some of the recommendations and insights that you can get through generative AI are already very powerful use cases, but they're incredibly well curated behind the scenes. It's a broader question. Tech debt, do you ignore it? Do you build it into a proactive approach?
I tend to ignore it until our engineering manager says it cannot be ignored anymore, and then we proactively deal with this. Yeah, it's a challenging one. It's never a business priority until it becomes literally our house is on fire. So I tend to usually talk with our CTO, our engineering managers, security engineers, and it's when there's like little things, that's the moment.
Well, we've been down in the weeds. Your favorite productivity hack?
There's an application called Motion, and it's I have my calendar, my list of to-dos and tasks and projects, and it automatically organizes it time boxes my calendar. And it's like if a meeting gets cancelled, I don't have to go, what I should do in that 3 hour or something like that. It will go, this is important, you should work on that.
I need to get a copy of this.
Yes, you do.
So really, it just remains for me to understand your favorite Elton John song, as we've got Elton John coming up in Dreamfest.
I never was that huge of an Elton John fan, I have to admit.
Well, as you're only 8 years old, I mean, he's kind of
it was the different year behind my time. But I've always liked "I'm Still Standing."
Okay. Well, as we have the power of technology,
I had a feeling you might do that.
There would be people in the office who would be really upset if I didn't, actually get you to.
You could never know what it's like. Your blood like winter, just like ice. And there's a cold, lonely night just shines from you. The wind like the wreck you hide behind the mask you use. And did you think this will never win? Well, look at me, I'm back again. A taste of love, simple way. You know that I'm still standing. You just phase away. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time. Picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm glad you went up.
I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Xavery.
It was a pleasure until the very end.
A great way to have an internal meeting that was actually time boxed. It's probably one of the shortest ones we've ever had.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.